What's that sound? It's for amusement only, the EM and Bingo Pinball Podcast. Welcome back to For Amusement Only. This is Nick Baldridge, and I have a special treat today. My buddy Clark Fraley is here.
Good afternoon.
Clark helped me pick up a bingo today. 1972 Bally ticker tape. What do you think of the weight of that one?
Weight was reasonable.
Yeah.
I don't have a whole lot of experience moving bingo machines around. A few came through a shop I worked in years ago, and I could tell by some of the metal reinforcement on it that probably not the lightest thing that has been made for amusement.
You're correct.
Only amusement, though.
That's right. No gambling allowed whatsoever.
Absolutely no gambling.
There's no way to get paid off on those. So the one we went to look at today was actually one I had posted on Facebook, and it was a little bit prettier in the pictures than it was in person, but not exceptionally bad. The wiring was flawless. It looked like it just came off the factory floor.
No dead rodents.
No dead rodents, no. There's
always a plus.
Some dead bugs.
Yeah.
But, you know,
pretty
not
clean.
too bad.
The back glass is nice.
Yeah.
You know?
A couple cobwebs. And the tilt bob was taken out.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Where's this thing go?
To go on the foot.
That's what the guy said.
That guy was a character.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody's character in their own regard. So, got it back to the arcade here, set it up, and moved the tilt mechanism, which had been folded down, the metal ring, and saw that 3 of the balls, well, I saw this before we left, but 3 of the balls were stuck in the lifter area. So I took those out before we left, but I have a feeling that he moved the machine from the antique shop that he got it from and left the back box on, left all the balls in, so they all just jammed up the lifter area. But once I undid that, plugged it in, turned it on, and that sucker fired right up.
Yeah,
yes.
Can't go wrong there.
Yeah. I was expecting quite a bit more of a shop job, but it all appears to be working pretty well. There's some cleaning that needs to happen, some oiling, but overall, not too bad.
Yeah. But also, and as you noticed, had the mixed-matched serial numbers that tend to be prevalent in this region, right?
Yeah. The cabinet, head, and playfield all had 3 different serial numbers. So, just an interesting factoid there about how in Maryland they would actually get 3 different serial number components and assemble them, put them out on the street. So I don't know how that worked around law, but it did.
I'll have to investigate in that.
Yeah. Not an expert in coin-op law, though. So Clark here works for an operator, and he is about to make his first EM purchase.
That's the way it's looking.
Yeah.
If the machine makes its journey back from a few hours away, then that could be happening pretty soon.
That's exciting.
That's going to be an interesting launch into EM repair.
Yeah, he's starting with an easy one. It's a Target Alpha, which is a 4-player Gottlieb, and I've given him a little briefing on some of the problem areas that he'll likely experience, but it's a lot of cleaning.
Yeah.
Especially if it's sat for a while. So.
Yeah, there's no telling what we'll find in there, but
well,
I'm ready.
Hopefully no rodents.
Yeah. I've found some interesting things in games over the years.
Well, do tell.
Well, on the rodent scene, I did find a completely clean mouse skeleton, as though it hadn't
been picked clean, or
yeah, I felt like maybe I needed to run it up to the Smithsonian for display, and it was immaculate, slightly disturbing,
a little bit,
and that's the worst thing too is. On occasion, you're trying to reach something in the back of the game, you're not really looking, or it's dark.
Oh.
That was not the case here,
okay,
but
good.
I could only imagine. Like, what's that? Scared. Yeah, so that was an interesting one. I've I've got a story that I'll try to keep short and try to not incriminate anyone with.
That'd probably be good. Yeah.
So, there was a shop that did retail games and pinballs and jukes and that sort of thing. And they would, of course, get people coming in trying to sell machines. And so one day, a early 80s Atari, we'll code it that way a little bit, early 80s Atari machine was brought in. So the guy working there was checking it out, opened the back door, and just making sure all the boards are there and what have you. And so he saw, kind of hiding in the corner a little bit, a tape, like a videotape. And so he's like, well, that could be interesting. So he slid it underneath the coin box. And so as the person that brought it in came around the back to see, what he was looking at, did not see that the tape was in there. Mm-hmm. And so, the game is acquired and the person leaves. And so then, of course, the tape is thrown in the player to see what sort of goodies may be on this
may
tape.
Appear, huh?
So it's pretty much everything you would hope for or
right.
wish you had never seen, one or the other.
Bit of both?
Yes.
Call me Andy.
Everything you could want. It involved homemade erotica, if you will.
Excellent.
It involved ghetto life, you could say, and the intersection thereof. A Christmas morning with lots of presents and a tree.
This sounds fantastic.
Yeah, just all this stuff and small children. Now, I will say the small children and the erotica did not intersect, thankfully.
I just made a face.
Nick was very disturbed when that proposition that we're clear and that there was no intersection of those two segments of the video. Is that already too much? I don't know.
This is great here. This is great.
I don't know. I probably can't do it any more justice from this point, but that's probably all you need to know. That I've heard stories of adult toys being found in them, not new in the wrapper. Gosh, there've been a bunch of good threads on KLOV and some of the other coin-op centric websites and such. So if you just search them, you'll find some more good stories about that. I think I posted that one on at least one of them at one point, but yeah, good times.
Excellent.
Buy some games, see what you find though.
It's always an adventure. So, did you see many EMs come through, or have you ever had to do any work on any?
I really have not had to do any repair work. I've seen them worked on some by others I've worked with, but I have not really done much with that myself. And the first shop I worked at was an operator / retail kind of shop, and they'd have a showroom with a mixed bag of pins and jukes and classic videos, that sort of thing. And they really didn't do much retail of EM stuff, and they would do warranties and such. So I think that might have been
played into it.
I don't think they were trying to offer a year warranty on
a bingo.
Yeah. But we did get some that would come through for repair. A couple of bingos I remember coming through, and here and there an EM pinball, and then also jukes of similar era as well. And it was a great time to work there. We really got a interesting mix of things that came through, and some of the stuff I worked on, some of the stuff I got to see some of the elders there work on. And one of the best things about working at that particular shop was they had a lot of pins come through over the years, and a lot of the A-list Williams stuff came through there, as well as a lot of the bottom of the barrel stuff like Hoops was probably one of the rougher ones that came through. You familiar with that one?
Oh yeah, that's Premier.
Yeah,
Gottlieb. Yep.
Not the most exciting thing. Kind of amusing.
Street level, right? There's no ramps.
No, it's pretty basic. Art package is, I don't know,
functional.
80 tasks.
Would you describe it as
functional? The art package definitely was functional. And so one of the more amusing things that is thinking about that pinball and some of the other ones is they would all have the attract mode on, and so you're talking about 15 pinball machines
in the showroom.
In the showroom.
Oh wow!
And so it's just this cacophony every so many minutes, and that one would be like a basketball bouncing, like boom, 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 and this dude goes in your face, and like that. I don't know. That was highly entertaining. Like you'd just be in the middle, you have your head in the back of a game, working on something, and all of a sudden,
in your face.
And then there was another time where there were like 3 F-14s in there at the same time.
Oh my gosh, really?
And so they were all switched on a breaker at the same time. So there was slight difference in timing.
Yeah.
So it would be like this crazy, like super attract mode that went on, and lots of fun.
So did they all have problems and fire off the knocker 5 times when they got started up? When they first got in? Or was there a showroom area that was for finished?
Most of the stuff in the showroom usually was shopped out, ready to sell. But there, occasionally if someone would bring one in and there was not too much stuff already back in the shop area, they would just kind of set it up there. So yeah, you could have some fun things happen that way too.
So, well, are you looking forward to Target Alpha?
As much as I've seen of it, yes. I think it'll be a nice addition to my small but growing game collection at the house. It's been much bigger over the years, more video heavy certainly. But yeah, I'd buy.
This is your second pin?
This will actually be my third pin. I had a Black Knight 2000 was my first pin, which I wish
I wasn't aware.
Oh yeah, no, I wish I still had that game, but I had it for a while and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Nearly killed myself getting it up a flight of steps one time, which is
excellent.
You earn your game,
Yeah. You got to bleed a little to
yeah.
To play.
But yeah, that was a great game. I've got a Bride of Penbot now, which like quite a bit. But yeah, this will be number 3. Mostly had a lot of early 80s Atari stuff and other 80s era classic videos.
On the video side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And only got one that's actually working in the house now, which is a Crystal Castles Cocktail, which is cool. That's not the most common game in the world for a cocktail, and that one actually is serial number 18, which is kind of neat.
Really?
So yeah, that's probably a keeper.
Yeah. It sounds excellent.
Yeah, this is not the
video.
This is not the Atari podcast. Classics podcast.
No. But I am impressed that your third game is going to be an EM. Yeah, and a 4-player at that.
Yeah, well, you never know what
Start
falls
small.
in your lap. Yeah,
start small. So I've given Clark a briefing on drop targets and player units.
Yes,
and yep. So,
and there'll probably be more discussion to come.
I believe so. And Clark, as you know, I've offered to help if you get stuck or you want me to just come show you where to start.
All of the above sounds fantastic.
Or clean it up for you. As long as you let me play it, I'm fine.
Yeah, always welcome.
And so you played a game on ticker tape.
I did.
Yes,
I did.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I did not do very well.
It's difficult now.
Yeah.
It hasn't been shopped out, so it needs new rubbers and everything. All the rubbers
get your bounces
completely
correct.
dead.
Yeah.
So it's very nudge heavy, but there's no tilt right now. So
I should have been a little more heavy-handed. Yeah. Although if seeing that backlash shatter would be unfortunate.
There would be some tears.
I might be banned from Nick's game room permanently for such things.
You help me move it, you're in for life. So. But and there may be some new old stock ones out there. The 6 cards, especially, it's more common to find back glasses and so forth. So, or at least I've seen them out there.
So just go buck wild.
Yeah, go buck wild.
Okay.
That's right.
I'll do that.
Smash it. Hit it with your fist as hard as you can. But yeah, this ticker tape's got a double or nothing feature, which is pretty interesting.
It has not served you very well so far.
I've gotten it twice.
Well,
You know, it could be worse. But if you get 3, 4, or 5 in a row on a particular card, this is a 6-card bingo, then it will light double or nothing, and you choose with footrail buttons either to get your regular replay amount or try for double. But it's a randomized award, and it'll either give you double or nothing. This is the first 6-card I've ever played, and the replay counter is lightning fast. It's bump, 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 counts them up. There's no slow, deliberate count up like there is on
not as
Magic
suspenseful.
Screen games. Yeah, it's very like machine gun fast. But I will say, as I said, I've seen the inside of quite a few bingos, and this was by far the cleanest. Prior to that, I think Double Up was the cleanest one, and it looks like it's been sitting in a barn compared to this one. This one is nice. So, I'm not sure if I'll post pictures on Facebook or wherever, but there will be some pictures on Pinside. I'll post some there in the podcast thread. So, aside from that, if you ever get a bingo, let me know.
Yeah,
I'll be happy to help you move it.
Yeah, I'll be waiting.
At least it wasn't up 15 flights of stairs, huh?
Yeah, no steps are involved. We did have pretty flat, even areas to remove it from its previous residents, as well as get it into yours. So I've been involved with much worse.
Mini stairs in the past.
Pool tables and steps, not a good time.
Ouch.
Any Atari particle board cabinets by yourself, not so good. I've had rougher parties.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. The police were out.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Yeah, we apparently traveled through an area where they were holding Civil War reenactments, and I think the state police must have thought that there may have actually been a real war going on because they were everywhere, like every exit in the whole area. It was a sight.
But,
we were on our P's and Q's.
Yeah. Speed limit only. Which I always do, Clark. All right. Well,
I expect no less from you.
Well, yeah. I mean, what can I say? All right. Well, thanks for joining me, Clark.
Thanks for having me. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you want to help me move a game, you need to let me know. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. This was Nick Baldridge. You can listen to For Amusement Only on Stitcher, iTunes, Pocket Casts, and you can find us on Facebook or on our website, foramusementonly.libsyn.com. Thanks for joining me, and talk to you next time.